What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the podcast. We getting it in today. Today's special guest will be Senator Jonathon Acosta. We gonna get it in. Stay tuned. www.flizzmusic.com. We up in here with
this is not
my man Senator Jonathon Acosta doing his thing. The first question I'm gonna ask my boy right here is what makes you you? Tell me about yourself and your background.
Sure, yeah, man. So I'm Jonathon Acosta. I grew up in Miami, Florida, and I'm a Rhode Island transplant now. I've been here on and off since 2007.
Nope.
So for this, I like to, for the heavy, I start with 8, then I move over lighter, 10, 12, and then a little bit lighter.
Ooh.
All right, good stuff.
We're working out. So what are we taking off?
Take off the 25.
All right.
And then we're going to add or put on a 5 in this step. So we go 210, 170, 135.
Let's get it.
When I was in college, I was working out with this guy who was a shot putter, and he really got me onto this, like timing my breaks and stuff. So I'm real disciplined about that in between sets.
When you say timing your breaks, is it about short or long?
Depends on the workout.
All right.
So they'll range anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute and a half, but I just really try, pretty much no bullshit, try not to waste time in the gym.
I hear that.
Everything is, efficient, calculated.
How many?
10.
So I must say, like, as a dude, a person of color, how does it feel like people looking up to you? Like, kids are gonna, like it or not, kids are gonna look up to you, and people are gonna look at you as like, yo.
Yeah.
Does that feel like pressure or like whatever?
I mean, I think there's some pressure associated with it. What's important to me is that people recognize that we're all human, right? And so I don't want to be anybody's infallible hero. I want to be, from the get, flawed. I want people to understand that, I got my own issues, I got my own weakness, my own shortcomings, and we all do.
Something tells me he don't need a spot on this.
Drop on the ground wherever I'm at. Try to hit these toes right here.
You got that 235 on the bench?
Yeah.
All right. Go 235 right off the rip. Ripping through them like nothing. Y'all don't know, it's early in the morning. Got right up and came here doing this. I'm an old guy. What do you find the most challenging thing about your position?
I think it's the fact that there's just like not enough time in the day. And so as far as I assume by my position you mean really the Senate. And I think with the Senate, it's in Rhode Island it's part-time. So I'm trying to manage doing that, being a PhD candidate and being a father. And the father thing takes up mad time.
How many?
I got 2 kids.
All right.
Yeah, man, it's work. That's the real work.
Definitely.
Harder than anything else I've ever done. But yeah, man, it's just time. The time to put in to be really meeting with people. So once you get into office like this, people are constantly clamoring for your attention and for your time. Trying to do that while doing your due diligence on all the legislation that you have in front of you that you're trying to work for to get passed, either that's yours or that somebody else's that you stand by. It's all time.
What's your favorite thing about it?
My favorite thing?
Yeah.
It's improving things for my community without them necessarily even know that I had anything to do with it. And so there are things that would have been, better either in my life or in my family's life that I've now been able to be a part of changing for the better, and making sure that people don't have to go through that in the future. So, things like improving social services and the social safety net, making it so that undocumented children under 18 have access to health insurance, increasing the cash benefit for folks who are on Rhode Island Works, which is the newer term for welfare. Just trying to make the lives of those people better. And knowing that you played a part in that, I think is big. Makes it all worth it.
Word up. Those are real. You hear me?
When I was young, in my early 20s, I could hit 18, nine plates on each side, but too old now.
Hey, you doing just fine though, bro. So I'm gonna say, what's your diet like? What's your favorite foods?
Oh man. Well, I'll tell you what it's not like. I don't really like sweets, desserts, that kind of stuff. I've been for the last probably year and a half, 2 years, intermittent fasting a lot during the week. So Monday through Friday, I don't eat until lunchtime, until noon.
All right.
Other than that, I'm pretty open. I mean, I don't drink any soda, so I drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
And a lot of booze. So that's probably my biggest weakness.
Okay.
I've been trying to, I eat meat probably like every meal, whether it be, chicken or beef, fish, what have you. So I've been trying to make a concerted effort to try to cut down a bit on the meat.
Yep.
So a couple times a week, I'll do something like a falafel, say.
Yep.
I got a lot of love for that. It's healthy, it tastes good. I don't like chickpeas, but I like hummus and I like falafel. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not a chickpea guy at all.
Yeah, man. So yeah, but I do like me some falafel. I'll try to do a quesadilla with just cheese and veggies, no meat. But every once a week, we'll do rice and beans. My older son, that's his favorite food.
Yep.
So I'll cook that with some kind of protein, whether it be chicken or a pork chop. Do a pasta and meat sauce once a week. So those two are kind of staples in our house. Then, unfortunately, 3 nights of the week, I'm at the Senate, and the dinner, they usually provide us the sandwiches. So a lot of like subs and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
It's not the healthiest thing for you, but I'm working out 4 or 5 days a week. I figure I'll be all right.
Yeah, you got a little cheat, right?
Yeah.
Got you. I'm with it. Oh, I'll be doing these from now on. Y'all, camera 1, 2. I'll be doing these.
So it's all right.
What do you do for recreation that's not like weightlifting? What do you know what I mean?
I drink and I smoke. Yeah. It's a recreation, right?
Yeah. Miami being your influence with music and things like that.
Yeah.
What made you what brought you from Miami?
Brown?
Oh, okay.
Well, so I lived here when I was really young. I was born in New York.
Oh, what?
In Queens,
yeah. Okay.
And my mom and pop split up when I was 1. My mom's mother, my grandmother, was living here. She was working in factories in CF and Pawtucket, and my mom's younger brother, my Uncle David, was here. So my mom moved here. We lived here for a while. My uncle moved in with us. She helped raise him. When he graduated from high school, he graduated from CFI. Might be one of the most famous teachers in the state. His name's David Upegi. After he graduated, we moved down to Miami, and so he stayed here. So I have some family roots here. Him and his kids all live here, his wife and such. And when I went to apply to college, I wanted to go to the best school that I could get into.
Okay.
And I was applying for all the big name Ivies, and my uncle was like, "Hey man, have you heard of Ruth Simmons?" So Ruth Simmons was the first woman, the first person of color, first black woman to be the president of an Ivy League university. She was the president of Brown in the early 2000s, up until about 2012, I think. So he told me about her. So let me check her out. I got really interested. I applied to Brown. I got in, and the rest is history.
Rest is history, right? Okay. Dope. That's dope as hell. What is your favorite workout?
Oh man, it's probably the one that I'm worst at, running. I love running.
All right.
But I'm old. My knees aren't great. I've never been particularly great at long distance, even though I ran cross country and I was the captain of the team. But I love running, man.
All right.
Gets that weight off, makes you feel like you're unstoppable.
All right.
And when you're out there, you know, you're your own worst enemy. From the second you start running, your body's trying to tell you to stop.
Okay. So as far as weightlifting, what do you think is your weakest weightlifting exercise?
I don't know if it's the weakest, but it's certainly the one where I have the worst form, as I was saying before, squat. I hate squatting.
Okay.
The balance part of it, I'm really flat-footed. I'm used to being on my tiptoes all the time, so it's just a difficult exercise for me.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it.
Check it out, y'all. This is the segment where I'm calling it the ANF Challenge. I'm gonna ask Mr. Senator Jonathon Acosta right here, does he want to take the ANF Challenge? It's pretty much the ANF Challenge, an artist named Flizz. That's my artist name. But I always use something that's like a burnout set. Let's say if it's like, we can do like buys, let's say. Like, you down for the challenge?
Of course. I know what I'm gonna need.
Huh?
So I'm gonna need that ego angle on the middle to help me finish.
Show them guns, you gotta show them shotties.
All right.
8 to 10, either one. Four, 5. He's blown through these. 6. It's too easy for him. I was already tired by now. Yeah. Ten, yep, it's not for him. He put an extra like 5 on that joint.
It's a good burn.
All right, last question, bro. Is there anything you want to let the people know that's going on now, or something to come that's coming, or any kind of promotion or anything? Or anything I didn't ask you want to share?
Nah, man. I mean, I guess what I would say is, since we were here to talk about fitness and working out and stuff, you know, is have a goal and work towards it. And there's going to be speed bumps along the way, but you got to keep trucking along and track your progress on the way to fulfilling your goal.
I listen to classical music. So I read somewhere when I was a teenager that listening, it's not really about the classical music per se, so it's not like the cultural device of people, oh, this is like more sophisticated. No, but this is about the lyrics. Okay? And so your brain works in a way that it's trying to catch stuff that's going on in the background constantly. And so when you listen to music without lyrics, essentially the instrumentals, or a lot of classical music doesn't have any lyrics in it, any words, it distracts you less. So you get the benefit of having music to put you in the zone without the lyrics kind of pulling you out. And you'll notice it sometimes. You know, sometimes I'll be just riding and talking to somebody, but my favorite part of the song comes out, I want to spit that lyric. When you listen to classical music, you don't do that, so I'm able to be more in the zone in my work. So
www.flizzmusic.com.